Now, great speakers can be defined by key characteristics. They are passionate and engaging. Their contents make you think, and as a result, log out. I'm not saying walk out. Log out smarter than when you log in. It is an honor to invite an iconic man of mission, philosopher, administrator, a very popular personality. I am pleased to request today's keynote speaker, the epitome of wisdom, the emblem of sagacity. Honorable Professor, hold any other post of head, dean, president, or vice chancellor. Sir, you are requested to bless the or grace the day, sir. Please.
Thank you, ma'am. Uh, since the program is very much on time, and I congratulate in the very beginning that you people have organized a very pertinent webinar on the issue online teaching learning process and assessment during this COVID era. So the topic itself is quite manifest and explicit, and simultaneously the audience is also quite eager to uh, find the way out how to meet the challenges and the crisis created by corona. uh, the inaugural session was quite successful, and the deliberations made by the galaxy of scholars was also up to the mark. सुनाई दे रहा है? आवाज ठीक है?
सर वॉल्यूम थोड़ा कीजिए, मैं सुन नहीं पा रही हूँ.
Volume, okay. You should have asked me. Okay. So I am managing the pitch of the voice. Okay.
Okay.
So, yes, it is true that the present crisis was unseen, unprecedented, and unique because it was not in the usual rut of the happenings or mishappenings through in the whole universe of the people or the countries, meaning by it is a universal problem which was unforeseen, and it was never imagined that such crisis will come. So we have to manage the crisis in a very amicable manner by understanding the basic foundations of education, understanding the pedagogy of the education, the teaching learning process, and then we have to understand the measurement and evaluation and the total process of assessment. That's why I submitted in the very beginning that your topic is quite pertinent and it is related to the direct implication of the situation and how to meet the challenges of the situation. Yes, again I am submitting. This COVID-19 has given such a big threat that we are remembering 5 Ds: dismay, despair, disappointment, disasters, and danger. So all type of severity of severity and aggravation is towards devastation. Right? We cannot meet, we cannot come closer to each other, we cannot attend our classes as usual as we were doing. So we have to face this unprecedented abnormal situation in a such manner so that not much harm may be done. Though it is true that very irreparable loss has already been done, and as your the conductor of the program was earlier submitting that the Central Ministry of Human Resource Development and even the state ministries and state governments have taken decisions to postpone again and again the reopening of the schools in new sessions, and how to meet the challenge of scheduling the examinations which were just in the process, and those who have already completed their final year examinations, how to just assess their academic and scholastic achievements and just to confer laurels, degrees, and certificates. So in this way, certainly we are passing through such a critical juncture of time that nothing is within our hand. Then we have to just ponder or we have to search for the alternative. And it is a compulsive consensus that except online, nothing is in our hand. Though those who are coming from the stream of the teacher educators, for them, my submission is quite different. Those who were pursuing their B.Ed or D.El.Ed or M.Ed and they had passed one semester, two semester or three semester, and especially those who were the students of or the pursuants of the final semester, they must have been called even till today. They could have been just transacted their curriculum by face-to-face meeting. Because why I am saying so? Because everyone is saying that there is danger in organizing the classroom face-to-face. If it is so, we are moving in the towns, we are moving in the cities, we are attending marriage parties, we are attending our daily social discourses. So our every behavior inside the homes and outside the home, within the village, within the ward of the city, within the township, within the notified area, and within the corporations and municipalities, we are organizing or we are holding or we are accomplishing almost all activities except educational activities. Then I don't find any justification or reasonability or reason why to postpone the face-to-face occurrence or management of this educational endeavors for the pursuance of or for the clientele of higher education. Higher education individuals are adults. They understand these sanitational and sanitizing processes. They are very much equipped with all the precautions issued by in the advisory of the state government and the central government, the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Human Resource Development. So it is merely a way just to escape, but it may be not very much digestible to many of the audience and many other persons who are involved with educational policy making, educational administration, educational management, and other even teachers may not be ready to accept this. Then your this topics is the only remedy. I am submitting with emphasis that we should have to adopt the online teaching, learning, and this assessment. Now here is a clue. I just submit. I recommend that if we have to the challenge of remember, I am saying that we have to meet the harm or the loss of related to time, and number two, the content. Content includes the curriculum, co-curricular, and extracurricular, all activities. In this way, we have to understand that the process of teaching must be organized in a quite prudent manner. I am saying prudent manner, meaning by the content of transaction means the curriculum or the syllabi must be analyzed, condensed, and synoptically prepared to be communicated. Then what is the content to be communicated? Its relevant points must be spelled out by the expert teachers and others who are experts of curriculum, and including our statutory bodies like National Council of Teacher Education and other bodies which are directly controlled by the Chancellor Office, that is the Governor's House, because the issue of completing the courses and assessment, making the assessment is related to the authority of Academic Council and the syndicate and the other bodies which are statutory bodies. Hence, it is very essential just to spell out the types of courses, the time duration, and then how to compensate the losses which have already occurred, and how to expedite the process of teaching and learning either partially through face-to-face, and more and more by online. So teaching must be taken in this way. Number two, we should not always think that theoretical lectures must be communicated all the time, or we should not depend on theoretical lecture. Rather, we have to plan to communicate effectively and to teach efficiently, that the contents must be analyzed as to what quantum of content must be communicated by project method and assignment method. And only the teacher's role must be just as a director or manager of teaching, not as a communicator. Here, the role of a teacher must be as an educational clinician and as an educational guidance. That's why online teaching process will be more effective and learning will be more efficient. It will be some sort of orientation also, especially for those who are pursuing the professional courses like LLB, this B.Ed, DLEd, and other courses, even medical and all those. And even for liberal courses like BA, BCom, and BSc, such type of adoption, such type of innovation must be now spelled out and categorically specified, that instead of communicating lecture, theoretical lecture, we should assign an attribute. We should assign the activities to be conducted through project method and through assignment method. And then if any learning process, learning difficulty is occurring on part of different group of learners, then the teachers has to do more exercise, because here the responsibility comes to the shoulders of the teacher, because teachers have already enjoyed the holidays and all that. So teachers must bear the responsibility of compensating the quality education with the consideration of time and type. So this is the second submission. Thirdly, regarding assessment, we should be quite liberal again. And liberal doesn't mean that we have to attribute 100% to everyone or 90% to everyone, or distinction marks like 75%. No, I don't say that over lenience or over liberal attitude should be adopted. But we should have to depend, or rather we have to redesign our content along activity-based teaching and activity-based evaluation. In this way, we will find a very matching correspondence between teaching, learning, and among teaching, learning, and assessment. So there will be direct correspondence between the content communication and the learning process. And when we accomplish it with our full vigor, with our full dedication, with our full effectiveness, then certainly we can combat the challenge of this time and type, and we can renovate our further programs, so that we can say, as we are saying, that the corona crisis affected more the developed countries. India could save the lives of the many people, and when we just enumerate the occurrence or the onset of infected cases of corona, India is on the best pedestal, when we are having only 3 or even 2% cases out of lakhs and lakhs. That's why, friends, from educational perspective point of view, we should have to educate, rather we have to communicate, we have to make the opinion that we should not all the time remain phobic towards this corona. When we are conducting our 100% activities with all precautions, then why not education? So adult learners, whether of B.Ed, professional courses or non-professional courses, they must be given opportunity to attend and complete their courses and examination face to face. It may be in different phases. Number two, whatsoever we cannot do by organizing face to face activities, we should have to adopt the alternative viable method, that is online teaching. With these submissions, I again submit that we should have to take an oath that the 5 Ds, dismay, despair, disappointment, disasters, and danger created by corona must be defeated by capital D. That is defeated. We can defeat and we can win over the situation. To manage the time and to manage our educational activities is only the purpose of organizing such webinars. I congratulate the organizers. I congratulate the Honorable Vice Chancellor, the Dean, Faculty of Education and Social Science, the Principal, Dr. J.N. Singh of the college, Mr. Upendra Kumar Singh, who was instrumental to invite me, Madam Shubha, and other friends also, and those whosoever are there at the helm of affair. And once again, I pay my homage to the princely state of Jharia, Raja Shiv Pratap Singh Ji, in whose name this great institution is now running in Bulgaria, now shifted from Jharia to Bulgaria. So with these words, I express my sense of gratitude once again to all the organizations, the manager of the college, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of BV University, and to all the learners or the listeners, meaning by the audience, who are listening to me with reverence and patience. With these words, once again, I wish a great success and grant to you webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. This is a far-fetched reality, sir, that we were earlier trying to achieve digitalization of the curriculum and complete reliant on it, and have now turned, by default, it turned into the viable option of teaching and learning. Sir, I agreed with you that online teaching, learning, and assessment is a unique challenge before us. And for the educator to continue the classes and to conduct the examination in an innovative way, like through webinar. Right now you said, sir, very judiciously you explained, sir, that through workshop, through webinar, and by giving them projects, we can conduct their conduct their examinations. And regarding assessment, both are same. So regarding assessment, we have to realize in the entire assessment system should be changed. So we can now depend on online evaluation system or assessment, and for the classes also. Thank you, sir, once again.
Okay, madam. Thank you. If there is any query related to me, I may be just given time at this juncture. Otherwise, some other keynote speaker, esteemed Professor Khagendra Kumar or Professor Kausal, will answer the questions.
Okay, sir. Sir, I don't think, sir, question nahi karenge.
If there is any query related to my deliberation, I am here on the screen.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you proceed for your next keynote.
Yeah, my request to all the participants, if there is any query you want, if there is any query, you may question, sir. You may question to sir. Hello, anyone of you? Rowan, sir, actually, you very judiciously explained each and every point. So there is no query, sir. We are very much satisfied.
Thank you, Subhash.
Crystal clear, sir.
Okay. So,
Now
congratulations to you also.
Thank you, sir.